Yes, good morning, everyone. My voice is audible. Yes, my voice is audible. You can use the chat box to reply yes. Yes, good morning, everyone. My voice is audible. Okay, we'll start. We'll start the things. Before that, let me just revise what we discussed in our yesterday. Sorry, yesterday only one person login, so I did not took, and he also logged in late. So day before yesterday, we have discussed about how we can install the OS. So that is there with the recording sessions. So you can go through that. And today we will start with what? Basic commands. So today we'll proceed with what? Basic commands. So today we'll see how to log in, how to open the terminal, how to change our directory, all those simple things we'll see. Uh, all of you can able to hear me because I think Pritishri, I think you are may not able to hear me. So you need to just log out and re-log in. Just a minute. I need to inform her because before her name, Pritishri. You log out and re-log in, Prithrishi. Just a minute, Suresh and Apsara. Just I'm informing her. Once she log out and re-log in, we'll start with the basic commands. So now I think she is able to hear me. Yes, Prithrishi, can you able to hear me? You can use the chat box to reply. I'm audible to you. Okay. What about you, Apsara? You are able to also hear me? Apsara, can you just reply? Okay, let me continue now. So, Prithrishi, is it your first session? Because as far I remember, I didn't see your name earlier. Is it your first session? Okay. Okay. So you can just go through my previous video recordings, which will be sent to you. Then I'll be also guiding you with VMware. You have to install the VMware. I will give the link at the end of the session. So if you have made the payment, you please tell me so that I'll send you the file also, practical step file, and the theory file I'll send you. One or two persons has made the payment. I think he is not logged in. To him, I already sent. Uh, Suresh, did you also make the payment? Because they will be changing the link very shortly, maybe today, Monday, with a new link. Okay, you will pay. And what about you, Apsara? Can you able to hear me? Because you are not replying. Apsara, can you able to hear me? Okay, so have you made the payment? Okay, so please make it as soon as possible so that I can send you the required material. Uh, is it your also first class, Apsara? Is it also your first class? I think you were there earlier, no? Okay, so shall I start with the basic commands? Yes. Prithrishi, do you know anything about the Linux? So our first 3 sessions, I told them what is Linux, okay? And in last class, I told them how to install. You can go through that, and still after that, you have any questions, any doubt, on Monday, after the session, you can ask me, okay? Okay, so shall I begin the session? Shall I begin the session? Okay, so out of 3 of you, Apsara, Prithrishi, and Suresh, anybody have the knowledge about the Linux? Are you working on Linux, or it is a, because based on that I'll go. If you have little bit of knowledge, I'll go from little bit from. Otherwise, I'll have to start from very basics. So all of you three, do you know anything about Linux? You work on it, or it is the first time you're doing the Linux? So if it is first time, okay, you have basic knowledge. Okay, fine, Suresh. What about you, Apsara and Prithrishi? So if you have basic knowledge, I'll start directly. Otherwise, I'll go from the fundamental things, how to log in, how to open terminal, all those things. Please reply, Apsara and Prithrishi. You don't have? And okay. Just a moment. I'm just reading your messages. 1 second. Once I read, I'll go through that. Acha, Suresh, you have knowledge. You have basic knowledge. She doesn't have. Okay. So to manage all of you, I'll go through it. Little bit of basics and little bit of this. So please be interactive. Now, once the installation is completed, in our last class, we have done with the installation. So once the installation is completed on the VMware, you have to power on. So now you will get the login screen. Now you have got the login screen. So once you get the login screen, how to log in as an administrator now? So you might be knowing Suresh and Apsara, but for Pritishi, I'm saying. So here, the administrator account name we already discussed is root. Administrator account name is what? Root. So here, any root name is appearing? No. So at the time of installation, day before yesterday, I created at the time of installation one user. I did not give any name, just I gave K. So whatever user you create, it will appear on the login screen, but administrator name will not appear. So if you want to log in as the administrator, you need to go to the option called not listed. Click on not listed. Now in Windows, the administrator account name is administrator, whereas in Linux, the administrator account name is root. So please remember this. I was telling you since last 3 days, there is a difference. /root is a subdirectory. Root is a administrator account. So in Windows, you can write administrator name in small letter or capital, it will accept. But in Linux, since Linux is case sensitive, if anything is in small letter, you have to write small letter. If anything is capital letter, you have to write capital letter. Now, if you want to log in as a root, you have to write root in small letter only. If you write in capital letter, it will not accept. So whenever you want to log in as an administrator, click on not listed. In the username, you write root, because when you log in with a root, then you will get the full access. Enter. So it will ask the password. So what is the password you have given at the time of installation? You need to give that password. So I suggested you write your password as your name so that you will not forget. Now once you have given that, first time when you log in, you will get welcome screen. So I logged in this yesterday, only one person login, so we close the terminal. So you will get welcome screen. In that, it will show you language. So just select next, start. Then you'll get the help screen. Then you close it. Now this is what you will get, the genome desktop. Like I'll show you, if I log in first time with the new user, K user. So what happens, I'll show you. Just a moment. See, once one or two classes is over, we will be going, as the session progresses, we'll go depth into the subject. Slowly, if I tell everything first day, you may not understand. So now I'm going just with the fundamental things. We slowly will increase the depth. And I told you on the first day, whatever topics we are going to discuss, I given you that list. According to that, we'll be discussing. So first time when you log in like this, you'll get welcome screen. So if you want to change your language at the time of installation, I selected English. So in English also, different countries have different English. So if you want to change it, you can change. No, you want to continue means next, start. Now after welcome screen, so what is the desktop we are using in Linux? Genome desktop. So you'll get the help screen. You just close it. So now in Windows, if you want to open the terminal to apply the command, you will go to the command prompt. To apply the command in Windows, you need to open what? Command prompt. In Linux, if you want to open the terminal, you have to use this. Right click terminal. Right click open in terminal. So you will go to the desktop because you have given it from the desktop. Now, if you open the terminal from here also, you can open application terminal. So now when you log in here, first will be the name of the user. So which user is logged in here? It's showing. So who, if you want to see still, here you can see the name of the user, but still if you want to see with the command, you can write who am I? Who am I? So it will show me the username is K. Then after that, this is your system name. How to check your system name? Host name. If you want to change the name, you can change. How to change? I'll show you later. Slowly will go. So now this one is working directory. So user home directory. So which user is logged in? K user, which is other than the root. So we discussed in the FHS file system hierarchy standard. All the user home directory is what? /home. So how to check the user working directory, in which directory they are working? PWD. PWD shows you this tilt symbol, means when the user in the home directory, it will show tilt. How to increase the size of the terminal? So if you have the laptop or the keyboard on your side, you see there is a keyboard called backspace on the keyboard. Left side of the backspace, you will find the key lowercase is equal to, uppercase is plus. So if you want to increase the size of your terminal, you have to press Control Shift plus to increase the size of your terminal. And if you want to decrease it, Control left side of the is equal to, next key lowercase minus uppercase underscore. So don't press shift now, just press control minus to reduce it. So we can reduce how much we want, that much. If you want to increase, control shift plus, like this. So here first will be the username, second will be the system name. So you can see here from here to here. Or if you want to check with command, who am I, username, host name, this. Then If you want to check your working directory, you can use the command pwd. Pwd stands for, suppose you don't know what is the full form of pwd. Pwd generally says what? Present working directory. So when the user in its home directory, so first this is called login prompt. First it will show username. Second it will show system name. Third it will show in which directory the user is working. So when it is showing tilde, it means the user in the home directory. When other than the home directory, the other name will come. Now here, how to check your working directory? pwd. Pwd full form, present working directory, people will say. So if you don't know the abbreviation or description of any command, you can use help. In Windows, the help is help. In Linux, man. Here, man means manual. So if you want to see the full form or the description of the pwd, man space pwd. So if any command description you want to see, you can use man space that command. So here it is showing, print the name of the current working directory. How to come out? We are inside the help. Now how to come out? Q for quit. Okay. Now when you log in as a user, you will get dollar. Dollar indicate limited access. So this user can use only bin command. We discuss in FHS. All users can use only bin command, but only administrator can use yes bin command. So administrator can use any command, whether it is present in bin or yes bin. So example, if you want to open the, or if you want to create a new user, user add, username, something you write. Now will it able to create the user? It will say like this, permission denied, because this command comes under USR. This command comes under yesbin. Yesbin command can be used only by root user. So when you log in with any user, you will get dollar. When you log in with root, who is root? Who is root? Root is the administrator account. Since first day when we started this course on Monday. So yesterday one person login and that too he has logged in late. So we decided that session will not be there. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I told only fundamental things. First day I told you Monday what are the topics which we are going to cover. Second day I told you what is Linux, why most of the servers are working on Linux. Third day I told you the structure, where exactly what data is stored. Fourth day, Thursday, I shown you the installation. Yesterday there was no session. Today we are discussing all fundamental things, basic command, how to operate the Linux operating system. Slowly we'll go into the depth of the subject. So if anybody is not understanding anything, please write in the chat box so that I can again reply you or explain you. So up to this, are you following? So whenever a user login, any user login, you will get dollar. Dollar indicate limited access. When administrator login, you will get hash. Now, if you want to log out as a user, click on the username, log out. I think one more person has joined our session. So up to now, everybody understood? So please use the chat box. Yes, if you are understanding, please write it. If you are getting any problem or if you are not understanding anything, please write it in the chat box so that I can explain you. So up to this, everybody understood?
Yes.
So if you are understanding, can I proceed to the next point? Please, all of you reply, don't sleep. Okay, like this, if you immediately reply, it will be good. What about you? Okay, Syed Aslam, okay, fine. Just give me a minute, 1 second. Yes. So now, whatever I'm telling you, so those people who have little bit of knowledge, no problem. But those people who don't have the knowledge, first time you are doing this, you also don't worry, because this file, I'll be giving you this file. In this file, whatever I'm saying you from first day to last day, including the operating system link, everything is there. So now I have shown you how to log in. So everything is here in this file. So when I'm explaining you, you don't try to worry how to remember. So everything I'm giving you in this file with heading. So once you make a payment, like our one or two friends have made the payment, to them I already sent this file along with the two theory files, one for standalone topic, one for network admin parts. 3 files I'll be sending. So in this file you see here how to log in as an administrator, I have written. How to open the terminal, which we have discussed, we have written. How to increase the size of the terminal, I have written. So whatever I'm explaining you, acha, you also made the payment, Aslam. When you made the payment?
Right now. Right now, sir.
Sorry, Syed
For
Alam.
10 minutes.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yes,
So when you made the payment?
Before 10 minutes. After making payment, I joined.
Can you just write it?
Yes, sir. Before,
Syed.
actually before 10 minutes, no, sir.
Sayed, sorry.
After
Sayed,
paying,
when
I
you
just
made the
joined now.
payment?
Right now, sir.
My voice is audible to you.
Yes, sir, of course.
So today you
Am I
made
audible?
the, yesterday, when you made the payment?
Yeah.
So you just, if you made the payment, I'll check also. You can just note down this my mail ID. So to this mail ID, you just ping to my mail ID, writing that you need the Linux files. I'll send you. So just a minute, I'm writing my mail ID on the chat box. So you note down this, and whoever make the payment, immediately you just ping to my mail ID so that I can send you this file. In this, all the practical steps are there. Along with this file, I'll be sending you this. In this, all the basic things what we have discussed till the end, the theory part, like here, why we are using Linux, what are the security it has, what are the topics we are going to cover. I have written here this Linux course, which I
Yes.
explained first.
Yeah.
Then the structure, everything theory also, you don't have to. So I'll be sending you this file also. So
Yeah,
this
yeah.
plus
Okay, sir.
one more file, the network administration file, servers. So these 3 files I'll be sending you, so that most of the
Okay.
things
Okay, sir.
I'll be
Sir,
giving to you.
will you
So
explain
still, if you want to
will you
take your own
explain
notes
mail
while
server, sir?
taking the session, you can write it. But most of the things are I made ready-made for you. But still, it is best practice. If what you
Am I
understand, if
audible?
you write, it will be better. But as for
Hello?
the practical, everything is there in this file, and you can easily do it without any problem. And if you have any problem after the session, you can just, like today's session, you can practice. Tomorrow, if you have any doubt after the session, you can ask me. Okay? Okay, fine. So now I'll show you how to log in as an administrator. So now to log in as an administrator, what we have to do, click on not listed. So I'm telling you, Linux is case sensitive. So root, small letter only you have to write. So those people who are attending first day, please remember in Linux, the administrator account name is root. That name you cannot change. In Linux and Unix, administrator name is root. So now how I am increasing the terminal, Control Shift plus. So I told you, if you have bigger keyboard, at the right side bottom, you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4. There also plus minus will be there, but that will not work to increase the size of the terminal. So to increase the size of the terminal, you see the keyboard backspace. Left side of the backspace, lowercase is equal to uppercase plus. So how to increase it? You have to press simultaneously on the keyboard Control Shift plus. So I've written in the notes also practical step file. You have to see and do it. To reduce it, Control minus. Left side of the is equal to minus lowercase. No need of shift because it is in lowercase to increase this. So once again, I'm showing you, this is how to open the terminal. Three options are there. Right click here on the desktop. So you'll go to the desktop folder. One option. Second option, click on the application. Then go to the terminal. Second option. So one more option is there. That is, you can also use the keyboard. Alt F2. This I have written in the notes. So if you press Alt F2, this window will come. So our desktop name in Linux is Genome. There are two desktop in Linux, KDE and Genome. So most commonly used is Genome. Genome hyphen, what you want to open? Terminal. Open. So this is the way you can open. Three options are there to open the terminal. All the three I have shown you. Now, to increase the size of the terminal, Control Shift plus. How much you want to increase, you can increase. To reduce, Control minus. Now, first thing, this is called login prompt. This is what I'm explaining you. So those people who came a little bit late, you also please understand. So first thing is what? This is called login prompt. So in the login prompt, you can see first username. Here you can see, and here also you can see whichever user logged in. So how to check which user is logged in? Who am I? One command. Whatever commands we use in Linux, same will be applicable for Unix, because Linux is designed from Unix, like Windows designed from DOS. But now nobody is using the Unix because Unix required specific hardware, like Unix flavor Solaris. Solaris can be installed only on Sun machine, which is now taken by Oracle. IBM developed their own Unix, AIX. On AIX machine, AIX OS is developed by IBM. So that can be installed only on IBM machine. So suppose if you have Dell laptop or HP or anybody other, so can you install the Windows? Yes, because it is platform independent. This thing I have told you in second day session. So Linux is also been made hardware independent. Linux can be also installed on any machine, whether you have Lenovo machine, HP, Dell, but Unix required specific hardware. HP UX can be installed only on HP machine. I told you these things. You can just go through the recording. And still, if you have doubt after the class, you can ask. So now first username, second system name. How to check the system name? Like this. Now you want to change your system name, you can write like this: host name, system name. Suppose I want to give the system name Durga. Now my system name should become Durga. So whether the name became Durga, no. Still it is showing localhost. So when it will become, so after giving the host name, you click on application, then go to the terminal. You have to open new terminal, then new name will show. Now here only you want new name, means you need to write bash, because our shell name is bin bash. So you update it. Now new name is updated, but this is temporary. So this will be there as long as your system is on. Once the system reboot, this name again localhost will come. No, you want this name to continue, means we can make permanent. For permanent, you should know VI editor. So we will be discussing all fundamental things. Slowly we'll go to the subject depth. And anyhow, how to make the permanent our system name, we will be discussing in second part of our course, network administration. Okay. So now here, first username, then system name. Now third, the whenever it shows tilt, means it is the user is working in its home directory. So root home directory is what? /root. User home directory, all the rest of the user home directory /home. Rest of the user home directory /home. Administrator, who is administrator in Linux? Root. Root home directory /root. /root is a subdirectory which contain Linux administrator, that is root user created data. So in the /root, which is the home directory of root user, it contain /root user created files and folder. Then hash, whenever administrator login, you will get what? Hash. Hash indicate full access. Hash indicate full access. When any other user login, you will get $. So for all the users, when you log in, you will get $. Only for administrator. So what is the administrator name account in Linux? Root. So when you log in as a root, you will get here what? You will get here what? Hash. Hash indicate full access. Hash indicate full access. Dollar indicate limited access. So you can use any command. So this will appear only to the administrator. So manually if you write, it doesn't work. So you are getting dollar before, after that you write like this, it doesn't work. So by default it will come based on which user is logged in. If you log in as a root, you will get hash. If you log in as any other user, you will get dollar. Dollar indicate limited access. Hash indicate full access. Now, if you want to check your working directory, what is the command? pwd. So pwd full form, if you want to see, man pwd. Print the name of the current working directory. How to come out? Q. Now, in Linux, you can switch from one console to another console. So this is your graphical console. Here your mouse will work. So in Linux, altogether 6 consoles are there. How many consoles? 6. Out of 6 consoles, 5 will work in text mode. Only one will work in graphical mode. So how to switch from the graphical to text? So you have to press on the keyboard Alt Control F2. I press Alt Control F2. This is text login. Now I'm logging with same user root. So when you give in the text login password, nothing will appear. So don't think your keyboard is not working. So just see the keyboard and give the password. For security purpose, nothing will appear, invisible. Now same commands will work here also. Okay. But here the difference is, here mouse will not work, here only keyboard will work. Now if you want to log in with another user, 6 consoles are present by default. Out of 6, only one will be graphical, rest of them text console. Now move to the Alt Control F3. Now I'm pressing here. I have created at the time of installation one user K. Now I'm giving the password. Nothing will appear when you give the password. Now here, who am I? How to repeat your previous command? Up arrow key. So user home directory is what? /home. Whereas the root home directory is what? Root home directory is what? /root home directory of the root. Rest of the user /home. Remember this in Linux. Users home directory, all user home directory /home. Only administrator home directory /root. So root created data stores in /root. User created data stores in /home. Now to come to graphical console. So if you want to log out from this user, you can write log out or exit. To come to next console, Alt Control F1. Sorry, F2. So here also, if you want to log it, you can also use exit. To come to graphical console, Alt Control F1. So whatever I am saying is there in this file. See here, how to log in, how to open terminal, how to increase the size of the terminal. Okay, everything is there here. See here, how to switch from the console, one console to another. When you log in, what are the details it's showing? First username, second system name. If you get hash, what it indicate? Full access. How to check your working directory? pwd. Okay, if you don't know the description, man means manual. So everything is there in this file. So don't worry how to remember. Once you practice little bit, initially it may be a little bit difficult Linux, but once you practice and you spend some time with Linux, more and more easier it will become. Please remember, initially those people who don't know anything about Linux, to them I'm telling. Those who know already little bit of Linux, no problem. But those who are new, first time it will appear little bit difficult, but it is not difficult. So in Linux, you have to remember two things. Your fundamental, case sensitiveness and space. If you just concentrate on these simple things, you will not get Linux much difficulty in working on the Linux. Just two things you have to keep in mind: space sensitiveness, sorry, case sensitiveness and space. That's it. Now I'll show you the example here now. So initially now we are in the root. Now suppose I want to change the directory now. So what are the directories we have discussed, like /boot? cd/boot. Now as a fresher, because I also gone through same problem, so if I do like this, oh, it is not coming. So here, whenever no such file or directory means our either spelling mistake or space mistake is there. You have to remember like this. You have to see the error. Now after that, somebody will do like this. Now again, no such, or Linux is difficult like that. I also felt same thing initially. So what is the mistake I am doing here? I have not given. So it is a /boot. It is not a boot. Now sometime we'll do like this. Still it is not going because it is case sensitiveness. So if it is capital, you have to write capital. If it is a small, you have to write small. Now here it is /. Now I'm giving /. So these mistakes some people will do and they'll forget the Linux. They'll say, okay, I will can't do the Linux. But if you concentrate here, our simple mistake is sometime space, sometime case sensitiveness. That is the only problem. So if you concentrate on these two simple things, you will not get much problem. So whenever you get something, you have to imagine maybe you have given space problem or case sensitive or spelling mistake. You check and then correct it. Now I'm doing like this. Now will it go to the /boot now? Yes, it will go. Space means space. You give one space or 100 or 1000, no problem. But space has to be given. Now, how to come out from that? CD. CD means change directory. Now, CD, I'm giving like this, capital /boot. Will I go? No, because it is a small letter. I given capital. So now, can I do now correctly? CD. Space means space. One space or 100 space. Don't count space. Just give space. Now it will go. Yes. So whichever directory you go here, the name will show. Only for which directory it will not show the name. When it is showing tilt means you need to understand you are in the user home directory. So how to go to your home directory? CD/root. Now the tilt will appear. When you go other than the home directory, it will show the name. So still if you have doubt, pwd. Now if you want to change to other directory, cd/var. All these directories we have seen, discussed, where contain log files. Now it's cd/boot. So whenever you want to change the directory, what is the command? cd space the directory name. So whichever directory you go, the name will appear. Only when you are in the user home directory, the name will not appear. Home directory will be shown with the tilt. Remember this point. Now after cd, whenever you are changing the directory, after cd you have to give the directory name where you want to go. But say suppose after cd, if you are not given any directory name, what happens? It will understand that it has to go to the login user home directory. Who is the login user? Root. Root home directory is what? /root. It will go to the /root. If you want to go to any other directory other than the home directory, you have to give the name. Now I'm in the /boot directory. If you want to check the content, what is the content is there in this directory? What is the command you have to use? What is the command you have to use to check the content? ls. ls stands for list. So list, ls means list. So we discussed in the FSS class, third class, /boot is used for loading of the OS, booting process. So we'll be discussing in few days the booting process. So /boot contain, in the /boot directory, what it contain we discuss, bootloader, grub, bootable file. So the most important part of the Linux operating system, I told you on third day, Linux operating system consists of shell, first two layer. The complete Linux operating system program is divided logically into two layers. First layer, shell. So whenever we open the terminal, this is nothing but shell. So what is the shell we are using by default? Bin bash. This is the shell. So when we are giving any command, so the shell will convert that command into binary. Where it will go? It will go to the kernel. So what is the kernel we are using in Linux? VM Linux. And what is the version? 3.10. So where it is present? Under the /boot. Now if you want to go to some other directory, cd/var. So var contain log files. How to check it? ls. So in Linux, to check the content, two options are there. One option, you go inside the directory and give the ls. One option. Second option is, now I'm in var. I want to check the content of /boot. So after ls, if you don't give any other thing, it will show in which directory you are, that directory content. But I'm in var, so I want to check the content of /boot. So one option is, I can go to the directory, I can go to that directory and check the things. Or from one directory, I want to check the content of the other directory without going there. So you can just give the path. Now I'm in the var directory. I want to check the boot directory content. After ls, you give space and write /boot. Now we are in var. So this is var content. But after var, I have given which directory name? /boot directory. Now it will show which directory content? ls space /boot means now it is showing /boot content. So in Linux, if you go inside the directory and just give ls in which directory you are, it will show that directory content. But you want to check from one directory other directory content, you can go one option, you can go to the directory and check the content, or without going there, you just give the path ls space means space, how much space you want to give, then the directory whose content you want to check. I hope you understood. And after cd, if you are not giving any other directory name, it will go to the login user home directory. Now we came to the /root. /root contain two things, files and folder. So whichever is in black color, they are the files. Whichever is in blue color, they are the directory. Okay. Now if you want to check the date, you can write date. If you want to check the calendar, cal. If you want to clear the screen, all these things are there in the file. Clear, you have to write. One option, again, you want to see the all year, not only month, year, you can write. You can also clear the screen by writing clear or Control L. And if you want to check your operating system version, cat /etc. If your typing is not good, you can write few letter and press tab key, it will come. So you can check with the Red Hat name or CentOS, because Red Hat and CentOS is exactly same. So we are discussing RHEL 7 through CentOS 7. And if you have, suppose here it is a directory. Which directory? Desktop. Blue colors are directory. So how to go to the directory? cd. Now spelling is correct. Spelling is correct. But still it will not go. Why? Why it will not go? Because it is a D capital. Now somebody will do like this. There is no slash, but he put the slash, so it is not showing, it is not going. So if you want to go to the desktop, cd, blue color is desktop. So how to go to the directory? Cd the directory name, then it will go. Now you will be on the desktop. And when you are writing on the directory, if you press tab key, if it is a directory, it will end with the /. If you don't give or keep it, no problem, you are in the desktop. On the desktop, anything you have created, no. Now I'm again coming out. How to go to the desktop? cd capital D. If you press tab key, it will end with the directory will end with the /. So if you keep the / or don't keep, no problem. Okay, so these are all the basic things I have covered. Now suppose you have forgotten one file or directory which you have created. Some file you have created and you have forgotten where you have created that file. So how do you search it? In Windows you can use search command. Here find. Suppose you want to know the find desktop where it is, or you have here one file, say suppose anaconda file. This is a file. So you can just write find / before / space should be there, after / space hyphen I name, then the name of the file or directory. So it will, but you should remember the file name. So it will search and show you where it is there, whether it is a file or directory. So here It is the file actual name is what? File actual name anaconda.ks .cfg. Now it will search. It is there on the slash root. See here. I given file name wrong. Here, sorry. It is a hyphen. Now it will search. So it is on the desktop. Now you have forgotten. Suppose desktop is a directory. You have forgotten how to search. Find / hyphen iname. Instead of iname, you have written name and desktop. Now it is capital or small. You don't know. So it will not able to search. So now if you know it is capital letter, it will search. It is in the slash root. No, if you didn't remember it is capital or small, you just write small I. So it will take care of care sensitivity. So now that is why always use hyphen I. Then it is capital or small, it will search and show you. And if you want to shut down your machine with command init 0, if you want to restart your machine with command init 6 or reboot. So all these things, whatever we have discussed is basic command part 1. So tomorrow we'll continue basic command part 2. So here, whatever I have shown you, see here. I covered all the things today. This, how to log in, how to open terminal, how to increase, decrease, how to clear the screen, how to switch from one console to another, login prompt, what information is there, how to change directory, how to check our directory, content, then date, calendar, operating system version, find, init. Okay. So tomorrow we will see. Tomorrow we will see some other basic things, and then after that we'll start how to create the file by ourselves, how to create the files directory. That we will see tomorrow. Okay. So now, if you have any questions, any doubt, please ask.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
I missed some classes, sir. So how can get I back up? Uh,
So you will be
Recording
getting
video
the
is there.
recording. You go through that, and every session you
Yeah.
go through it. Whatever doubt you have, you note it down. After the class, you ask. Today we have not done anything. Only theory installation is over. Today first practical.
Okay, sir.
Okay. You have made the payment.
Yes, sir. Okay.
When you made
On
the payment
morning time I paid, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
today
10
itself.
o'clock I paid, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Today, sir.
I give you my mail ID. You note down and into my mail ID. I'll send you these 3 files.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay. Yes, Suresh. I'll be sending you the VMware link. 1 second. Chat box. You also try to make the payment as soon as possible, so I can send you the link. Oh, sorry, this file itself. In the file itself, this is there. So you want VMware link or no? No, for you, I'm not saying. For Suresh, I'm saying. Now, Windows 7, it is there for you, Suresh. For Windows 7, 64-bit is there means it will support. 32-bit it will not support. 64 means no problem. You can do it. So you want me to give VMware 15th or 16 version? Both I am having. Suresh, both is similar. 15 also I'm having 16. 16 you want? So okay, I'm giving you. You copy this.
on i3 machine, sir. Excuse me, sir. On i3 machine, it will be work or no?
No, it will work. i3 processor.
Yeah, yes. Okay.
It will work. So you have noted down my site, my mail ID.
Yes.
Ping to my.
Yes, sir. You can ping me. Okay. Yeah, just tell me. I'll write. If you
I
want
have written.
my mail ID, I'll send you, sir.
I have written my mail ID. I have not wrote it down.
Sir,
Okay,
I'm
one minute.
sending.
So I'm just giving you the link for the Suresh VMware link. One second, Suresh. I'm copying. No, no. So instead of that, it will be fine if you ping to my mail ID. Sayed, I'm giving you my
Okay.
mail ID.
Yeah, yeah.
Suresh, just a minute. I'm giving you the link. I think you got it now. The link. Yes. Link also and mail ID also given. Uh, Sayed, this is my mail ID. You can see.
Yes, sir. At dawn. Yeah.
Uh, yes. Any other question, or can I close the session?
Okay, sir. Sir, actually, in my company, and
Uh,
they are all working on mail servers only. So, can you teach me mail server also?
See here in the mail server, I can
Yes.
teach you only postfix mail server how to
Yeah.
configure mail server
And,
because
uh,
that is
they are
uh,
actually who are Linux administrator there in my company. They use
hmm,
Jimra administration.
hmm.
Okay, but
Zebra we are
they
not.
don't
Uh,
share anything. You know, all strategy in the company. Junior is junior and senior is senior like that. So I want to improve, upgrade myself. Sir. Okay,
hmm,
that's why I
hmm.
joined my your class.
Okay. So
Yeah,
whatever
I'm
see
working here, sir. IT engineer like that. Okay, sir.
where where
Network in Noida, sir.
okay.
Delhi. Yeah.
So I can show you how to configure postfix if you want, but Zebra I cannot
Yes.
because that link I don't have and it's a big configuration.
Coco, I can do myself if you suggest me how to do. Okay, sir.
For that, I think third-party application you need to download. Uh, this Zebra.
Yeah.
Open source is also there, commercial is also there. Both are there. So you have to check
Yeah.
in the Google.
Okay.
Hmm.
Sir. Okay. Just actually, just I want to know how to configure and how to resolve.
Hmm.
Okay, sir. Like that. Uh,
But apart from that, these are all basics. Other things also you can get improved, like creating file,
yeah.
user. So much
And
we.
uh, you will teach also the Nagios like that. How to
No,
monitor. How
no, no, no.
yeah
That is a tool, free tool from the Linux, Nagios. That is used for
yeah
monitoring purpose. So your company using that only.
yes sir Nagios.
Mhm. No, we are not discussing that monitoring tools.
Okay. So I can learn myself. Okay, sir.
Yes. So when you are in the company, they are not giving you the training.
No, sir. I'm here junior. Okay, from 1 year.
Acha. You want to,
You know,
so you
all
want to
company
learn. Uh,
strategy. You know, all
yes,
senior don't tell anything because of
yes,
job issue. If you tell
yes, yes.
anything, all thing he will like that.
I
So
understood.
that's
Everywhere
why.
politics,
Yeah,
they will think about their security. They'll not teach. If
yeah,
they know also, they.
security.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions you have, Suresh?
Sir, after completion this one, AWS I can learn also, right?
Yes, you can. Yes, you will understand everything. What happens in the background. If you do it without Linux, AWS, you will not able to know much. What happens in the background? You will not get the concept clear.
Yes. Okay, sir, thank you. and my manager also telling you will work on DevOps also. So DevOps is also based on Linux, right, sir?
Yes, yes. Without that, you can't do.
Yeah.
And your first
Uh,
step should be after you do AWS. After that, you do the
yeah.
DevOps.
Hmm.
Otherwise, you'll not understand.
Okay. Okay. Sir. Right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Okay.
Can
Suresh,
you
what
share
is
your
the
number also, sir? Okay.
no numbers is
Your
not
phone number,
allowed.
national number, sir. Can you share? No. Okay. No problem.
Mail
No.
ID. Mail ID. I given my mail ID.
Before
Okay. Yes.
before I
Yes.
study also Java, sir, from Durga, sir. Okay, I did I did a BTech in Hyderabad itself. Okay, but staying in Delhi. I am from Delhi, sir. That's I know Durga, sir. Also studied in Amirpet also in hostel.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice talking to you.
Yes. Me too, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yes, Suresh, what is the error you are getting? Suresh, can you able to hear me? Sometime if it is showing, it will disable me. Your virtual technology virtualization is disabled. So Suresh, you can just see what is the error it's showing. Can you just write it? Take a copy and put it in the chat box. Can you? If it is not supporting means, so you just check it is 32-bit or 64 because this version which I have given you is a 64. So if it is 64, it will support. Otherwise, you change it to Windows 10. No, the problem won't be there. If you want to get it 32, you have to search in the net. You may get 10th version, but I think 16th version is not maybe. VMware 10th version is 32-bit. 15th also I think it is may not be there, but VMware 10th version was there, 32-bit. Okay. So can I close this session? Okay, I'm closing it.